Hey yogis, welcome to Kanuka Home Practice. I'm Sam and I'll be sharing our chair yoga session today, which is focused on the feet. If you do have a ball, a tennis ball around the house, we'll be using that just at the start of our practice, but if you don't, not to worry. All right, getting centered on our chair, removing all socks and shoes for now, and spreading those toes nice and wide so we get a good connection to the ground and the earth beneath us. Let's pop my ball. And then we'll just close the eyes down for a moment as we get centered. Maybe the palms are facing up towards the ceiling and the shoulders are melting away from the ears. We'll start with our full yogic breath, breathing all the way down into the belly. You might even take the right hand to the belly. As you breathe, you can feel the expansion as you inhale. Gentle contraction as you exhale. You might take the left hand to the heart and breathe first into the belly and then up into the chest. Pause for a moment at the peak of your inhale and then exhale the breath from the chest and the belly. Stay with your full yogic breath for a few rounds. Breathing in expansion, breathing out, just relaxing into the moment a little bit more. Feeling this oceanic wave of breath entering and exiting the body, bringing with it vital life force, prana. Perhaps taking a moment to consider your intention here for your practice as we're working with the feet. Maybe something around groundedness, centeredness, stability, resilience. And then we'll release the hands back down to the thighs and flutter the eyelids open to come back into the room. We are working with the ball. If you don't have a ball, that's okay. We can just massage the feet to awaken. I'm taking the ball and just rotating it. Just small little circles, starting at the ball of the foot, underneath the big toe, and then taking it underneath the mound of the baby toe. Massaging the arch of the foot. So if you've ever had any aches and pains here, this is a really good little self-care routine that we can use for our feet. Taking it down to the heel. And then rotating in the opposite way. Maybe bringing some gentle forward and backward movements into the feet. And for those of us who don't have the ball, feel free just to massage the feet in that same circular motion underneath the big toe, the baby toe, taking it into the center of the ball of the feet, coming down to the arches and the outer and inner edges of the heels. And then again, we'll just give ourselves some good up and down strokes with the fingers, or perhaps ball, just to release and massage into the feet, the foundation. All right, from here, I'm moving a little bit forward in the chair and extending the legs nice and long, making sure we're still nice and balanced on the chair. We're simply going to point and flex through the feet, so isolating the movement at the ankles and the toes. A gentle point and flex. Perhaps every time we flex the feet, we can concentrate on bringing some space in between the toes, open mind. Point and flex. All right. From here, I'm coming back onto the chair, finding that support. I'm lifting one leg, maybe intertwining the fingers just underneath the knee. And again, I'm isolating the movement. This is around the ankle, so rotating through the ankle, keeping that flexible and fluid. If you hear any pops and cracks, that's absolutely fine. And then rotating in the opposite direction, just getting rid of any calcification here. All right, from here I'm going to bring the foot over the thigh. I'm coming into a little bit of a handshake with the foot and the toes. So we're going to be placing the fingers in between the toes, so like a little zipper here. And it's okay if you can't fit the fingers in between there, obviously everything with time. If you can even get the knuckles in between the toes, even better. So let's breathe some space in between those toes. And then from here, we're going to see if we can squeeze the fingers with the toes and not the other way around. So I'm squeezing the toes into the fingers, holding for as long as I can, and then gently releasing and breathing in that space. We'll do that again. So we're squashing the toes into the fingers there, holding, and then relax and release. We might bring some movement into the toes here. Gently pulling them back and forward. Again, any pops and cracks, that's okay. And then gently releasing this little handshake with the foot. Maybe taking a moment to feel into that sensation in the foot. Might feel quite alive and tingly in comparison to the other foot. And then moving across to the other side, intertwining the fingers and just slowly isolating that movement around the ankle, maybe even slowing the breath or slowing the movement to catch up with the breath. So we're inhaling up perhaps and exhaling down. A little mindfulness exercise at the same time. And then rotating in the opposite direction, keeping it balanced. All right, we're coming into a little hand-foot shake on this side. So again, we're slotting the fingers in between the toes, maybe even those knuckles, maybe further down. All right, from here, taking a moment, feeling into the space of the toes, and then again, we're going to squeeze the toes or the fingers with the toes. So squeezing the fingers with the toes, relax and release for a moment. And then we'll do that again, squeezing the fingers with the toes. And relax and release, bringing some movement into the toes, back and forward. And then taking the fingers out from in between the toes again, just taking a moment to feel into that sensation. All right, from here I'm going to extend through one leg at a time. I'm reaching down with the hand and just curling the toes towards me. And then gently we'll take it in the opposite direction, bringing the toes forward. Working into about 6 or 7 meridian lines that run through the feet here. And we'll take it to the opposite side again, extending one leg, bringing the toes towards us to start off with, being gentle with yourself, just a good stretch. Then we'll take it the other way, so the toes are curling forward now. All right, gentle release and coming back to the chair. So we've worked quite nicely into the feet. We'll just open up and bring some motion into the upper half of the body. I'm going to inhale my arms alongside the ears, finding length through the side bodies. Exhale as I bring the palms down through the center line. Inhale, opening up nice and wide through the arms, and exhale, we'll just release the arms alongside the body. Inhaling up, finding length, keeping the shoulder blades down. Exhaling down through the center line. This time as I open up, perhaps a gentle lifting of the chin and the chest towards the ceiling. And exhale, release the shoulders down, taking a couple of shoulder rolls back. Then we'll take another round. Inhaling the arms alongside the ears. Exhaling down through the center line. Inhaling, opening up wide. Again, lifting chin and chest towards the ceiling. And exhale, releasing the arms down. This time we'll take the shoulder rolls forward. All right, getting ready to come off the chair and onto my mat. I'm just going to maneuver my chair. You keep your chair where it is, just coming behind your chair. We are just going to rock forwards and backwards on the feet. So just bringing the weight into the balls of the feet and then into the heels. Like a pendulum, we're just rocking forwards and backwards. And then we'll move into some gentle pulses. So pulsing the heels up and down, so we're working into the ankles and the calves and the feet at the same time. A couple more little pulses. And then coming all the way down, we're spreading the toes nice and wide and plugging down through all four corners of the feet. You probably hear me say this in my slow flow class all the time. This is our pada band, so we're looking to create an energy lock with the feet. So pada in Sanskrit being feet and bandha being lock. We're looking to draw this energy up through the arches of the feet. So spreading those feet nice and wide and feeling this energetic pull up through the arches of the feet and into the legs. This will really strengthen and tone the legs. And from here, we're going to step the right foot back at about 45 to 60 degrees. This time, still focusing on that lovely energy lock with the feet. I'm going to bend the front knee, so coming into Virabhadrasana, Warrior One, supported on the chair, and I'm simultaneously taking my awareness to the back edge of that back foot, so the outer edge of the foot. And this will allow me to level off through the hips and bring a nice alignment to the legs in our Warrior One pose, taking a breath or two here. Feeling the strength in the legs. All right, I'm going to swap across to the opposite side, taking the left foot back, about 2 shoulder widths apart, and again, looking for that 45 degree, 60 degree angle with the foot as I bend through the front knee. Again, I'm taking my awareness to the outer edge of the back foot, my left foot, and this will not only help with my alignment and the strengthening, but also make sure that I'm not placing all my weight into the front foot. So a couple of breaths here. And then coming back to our standing posture and perhaps pedaling out through the legs. All right, so we've just spoken about our lovely root lock with the foot, so we're going to continue with that. I'm taking all my weight into the right leg, feeling that foundation in the foot, that lovely pada band, and I'm just sliding the left foot up towards the heel, or just above the ankle rather. The knee is out to the side, perhaps sliding the foot to the calf muscle, maybe a little bit higher. Feeling into the strength of that foundation leg. Perhaps I'm raising one arm. Maybe you're not using a support today. That's absolutely fine. And then gently releasing, we'll take it across to the opposite side. So bringing all the weight into your left leg, the right foot comes up to the side. Sliding the foot to the calf muscle or higher, remembering not to put the foot on the knee, so either above or below the knee. And maybe one arm or two arms up. Again, feeling this lovely root lock or padaband with the foot as we energize through the foundation leg. Taking a breath or two. And then gently we'll release from the pose. And again, maybe pedal those legs out before we find ourselves back on the chair. Nice and centered. All right, so we need at least one twist. So inhaling the arms alongside the ears. We're going to exhale, take the right hand to the left knee and look behind us. I'm actually extending the back arm if that feels good for you. Otherwise, feel free to have the hand along the back of the chair, looking across the shoulder. One last deep inhale and exhale here. Inhaling to center. And exhaling, we'll take it across to the opposite side. So the left hand to the right knee. I'm looking across the right shoulder. Either the hand is lower to the base of the chair or extended out behind me. Inhaling back to center and exhaling down through the center line. Again, your option is to rest the palms on the thighs or one hand cupped on top of the other. We'll close the eyes down again for a moment. This time we'll take the awareness into the feet, the soles of the feet and the arches of the feet. Perhaps visualizing that the breath is traveling up through the arches and into the legs, bringing with it all the resilience, stability, and balance that is required for our daily lives. Maybe adding a white or silver light to this flow of breath as you see it traveling up from the earth into the soles of the feet, the legs, and the rest of the body. And now that we're nice and grounded with that connection to the earth, we can flutter the eyelids open, come back to the room, hands to prayer, namaste. Thanks for joining me for this chair yoga session today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you back on the chair soon.